predicted. We will be a hedge. Now, I will submit to you that last year was the most unusual year of my investment career. And not only mine, but bond investors. So bond investors had the worst year in 200 and some odd years. When interest rates go up 19-fold in less than a year, it's going to kill long-duration assets. Bonds are long-duration assets. They've never seen a year like that. Ark is a long-duration asset. But if we're right, and these companies are going to disrupt the traditional world order, then we want to be on the right side of change, and the market will come our way, away from those benchmarks, which represent the traditional world order, to our strategies. If you look at upstream what's going on, commodity prices are coming down quite dramatically, some by 70, 80%. And I would also say the retail call was very right. I think you'll agree on that. The discounting, we think, is going to continue to work its way through the system from the commodity price level to downstream near the consumer. And you can see this. Tesla is cutting prices. Many people say, oh, it's because of competition. No, it's because their commodity prices are coming down. And Elon's even talking about deflation. And the cost associated with innovation is coming down because it follows a learning curve. So I think the innovation that our companies are delivering are going to be one part of the deflation. Commodity prices, another. And I will also tell you, the yield curve, the week before last was down, inverted by as much more than 100 basis points. That also is a deflationary signal, as is what's now going on in the banking system. Yes. I think the banking system is fearing deflation. Well, we're fledgling still. It takes a long time. We have, as you say, with Titan, a social distribution strategy. We have other wrappers as well. I much prefer to start a strategy during tough times. And actually now we can be a solution. If we get inflows, people looking for venture, they can get into our venture fund for only $500. So again, the democratization of investing and this idea public closest to a venture capital fund in the public markets, to be able to actually do a venture fund at a time that the venture community needs us. If you look at Silicon Valley Bank, that situation has robbed a lot of venture capitalists of funding.
Has it robbed the US of innovation, Cathie, do you think?
I would say that regulations threaten to do that, and certainly in the crypto space, absolutely. But I also think the seizing up is not just a U.S. phenomenon. It looks like it's more of a global phenomenon, judging what has just happened in Europe. So it's not as much that, it is regulation, the likes of which we're seeing around blockchain technology that threaten U.S.'s position in innovation. In a way, typically when we know the Fed's going to pause, the market looks over whatever's going to happen tomorrow, and it may be 25 basis points. So I think we're there. I think the banking crisis has put us there. But I do think that, the Fed the FDIC is here to save the day. I think that's too easy an answer right now. And I don't think that the Fed or many of the people I hear discussing this really do understand how harmful this is to the underlying economy. And our strategy tends to do pretty well when interest rates are coming down and when the cyclicals are weak. And I must give you and your team credit, because you're raising this question more as people are saying, no, there are two things going on here. One's financial stability, one is inflation. Well, they are related. And if we're right, and deflation is the bigger risk here, and we obviously our conviction has increased. We've been saying this ever since last spring when credit default swaps started going up on the banks. We were saying, ooh, there's a deflationary risk. And then we had the inverted yield curve. And then, you know, my letter to the Fed, which basically was asking the question, how can you be unanimous with these 75 basis point increases when these financial indicators are yellow at best, and really we thought flashing red?